Good at everything, but the best at nothing. I gave you my all, but believe me, the best is coming. And every wrong I ever did, I learned a lesson from it. And every song I ever did, I made perfection of it. Weight of the world on my shoulders, feel the pressure of it. At least I thought I did, till I saw pressure stomach. That's the thing about entertainment. I write and give you my all in good hope that you could relate it, but nah, you don't know me. Now you don't know me. A lot of niggas say I changed, but be thankful you don't know the old me. I keep it real with my dogs, and a lot of you cats is phony, but I love them all the same, so I went and said it on me. In the average nigga that's realer than matrimony. So now when I sit back and I chill and I crack a
If land could talk, it could speak and tell you the hidden deep secrets, what would this part of land have to say? What would this piece of land have to say? That's the beauty of life and land and liberty and all these things we talk about. But really and truly, to try and bury the history is simply trying to bury the truth. And it's amazing how it pops back up. You can bury it deep, you can bury it for long periods of time, but the truth always comes back up, rises again. Truth inevitably can set you free. Come on, land, talk to me. Tell me some truths that have been physically buried that I can't see. Well, once upon a time, this town was thriving with industry. The industry was the white gold, sugar. They opened up the factory after they learned how to take sugar cane and reprocess it to make these little white granules. Already by this time, most people had been familiar with the taste of sugar and the sweetness and how it could give you a little boost and a little hit of dopamine. So there was definitely a demand for sugar, which meant this was going to be a booming industry. Right on the outskirts of Houston, Texas, was the sugar mill. And lots of open land, like the land you're sitting on right now. Open fields ripe, ready for harvest. Go, 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 go. But not enough workers. Well, we're just coming out of slavery. Well, white men knew that the black men could pick the cotton and could keep the crops growing and could work the soil. So why not use them for the sugar cane? And that's what they did. They rounded up as many black folks as they could. They were already freedmen according to the Constitution, Emancipation, Declaration of Emancipation. So, since they couldn't make them work that way for free, they said, we'll just throw them in jail. We'll build a bunch of prisons out here on all this open land. We'll trump up all these false charges against them and throw them in jail. Once they're in our prison system, we'll have a lock on them. We'll have a hold on them. We'll put their asses out in the field and let them work the field with sugar cane, and we'll take that sugar cane, turn it into sugar. We got our railroad tracks we're building, and we'll ship that sugar all over this United States. So that's what happened. There were all these Negroes working in the fields and being detained in the prisons, while the mothers and the wives and the children were back home trying to fend for themselves. So some of these men didn't like the way they were being treated, because they didn't really feed them enough and worked them from sun up to sundown. So some of them tried to run away and escape. Who wouldn't? In their right mind, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't try to run away? Who wouldn't? So they knew about the train system and that it wasn't really far from the prison. And that's how they tried their best to run away. It's to hop on the trains while they were still moving. Yep, some of them lost limbs, some of them lost arms, some of them even got run over by the trains. But yet, they tried anyhow. And they knew, some of them knew, that that train ran up to that river. And if they could make it that far and jump off the train and get down by the river, they had a chance to escape. So many of them, as I say, lost their lives, were injured, recaptured. Some of them beat after they left, beat severely, beat to death, and buried out in open fields. Well, you say, this was a long, long time ago. Just bury it. Just let the past be the past. Live in the present. Oh, I tried that. Then one day, I drove down this road. I looked to my left. All this new community building construction. Big, nice brick homes, 2-story homes. The sign said prices anywhere from $600,000 up to millions. And I said to myself, woo, how they do that? How you just gonna bury the past with your new houses and your new construction? I came back the next day. more houses. Couldn't see the prisons anymore out in the fields that were mostly abandoned and waiting their turn to be torn down. And I said to myself, this is how they buried the past. This is how they try to bury it. By building on top of it. But you went and built your house on top of blood, sweat, tears, cruelty, injustice. And that's what you did. I'm here to tell you, this land over here is talking. It's saying, nope. Don't let history just get erased like that. Don't do it. Tell the story. Tell the story. So that one day, somebody will say, that's enough injustice for the black race. That's enough trying to hoard the land and wealth and keep them on the bottom. That's enough. Speak the truth.
New Donna, New Donna, New Donna, New Donna.
Superstar.
Erase the history.
Just a man trying to do what